How to start programming in Swift. Programming in Swift may seem difficult for beginners, but with the right approach and a little patience, you can quickly master the basics of the language and start creating your first iOS applications. In this video, we will cover a few important steps you should take to begin programming in Swift. Step 1. Install Xcode. Xcode is an integrated development environment (IDE) from Apple that allows you to create applications for iOS and other Apple platforms. To program in Swift, you need to install Xcode. You can find it in the Mac App Store or download it from the official Apple website. Step 2. Learn the basics of Swift. Once you have installed Xcode, you need to start learning the Swift language. There are many online courses and tutorials that can help you quickly master the basics of the language. Some of them may be paid, but most online resources offer free courses for beginners. Step 3. Create your first project. Once you are familiar with the basics of Swift, you can start creating your first project. In Xcode, select Create a new Xcode project, then select the application template that suits your needs. Step 4. Learn the basics of the Xcode interface. An important skill for a developer is the ability to work with the Xcode interface. Learn the basics of different Xcode components, such as the navigator, code editor, object inspector, and console. Step 5. Practice. Creating Swift applications requires practice. Don't be afraid to experiment with code and create your own projects. The more you practice, the more confident you will become in programming in Swift. In conclusion, starting to program in Swift is not as difficult as it may seem. Install Xcode, learn the basics of the language, create your first project, and practice. By following these steps, you can quickly master the basics of the language and start creating your own applications for iOS.